What's up, Coach Jesse Minch, also known as Snake here. Got a new tutorial for you on one of my Name This Move videos that I put up on YouTube and Instagram. It's a contest that I'm running. Basically, I'm putting videos up, and whoever has the best name for the move wins. The winner of this is Vaclav Valvoda. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm gonna try to put either a link or at least, at the very least, text of his name down below in the description so you guys can check out his YouTube profile. Thanks for the awesome name. The name, though, is Vertigo, which I thought was a really cool name. If you don't know what Vertigo is, Google it. Good chance for you to improve your vocabulary here, get a little education outside of basketball, but really kind of fits what the move's all about. Here's how to do the move. First and foremost, this move is something that is more for entertainment type purposes, kind of more of a streetball type thing. Not something I would try to do in a game, especially if you have a coach. Your coach will probably put you on the bench for trying to do this. That being said, don't negate what this can do for your ball handling ability. It requires a lot of body coordination, footwork, really great ball control. So, you know, even if you're not going to use this in a game, it can help you using it as a drill or just to challenge yourself. Because if you can do stuff like that, doing stuff like this, you know, your more basic type stuff is going to feel a lot easier by comparison. So it'll build your confidence as well. So here's how to do the move. First and foremost, you want to make sure you have this combination down. Before we go into the actual step one, step two, I want to make sure you work on this and get this down perfectly, because if you can't do this perfectly, you won't be able to do the rest of the move. And what it is an inside out between the legs and a sham god. Okay? So just a couple tips for you. The inside out between the legs, first, maybe just work on your inside out. Basically, your hand's gonna come from the outside of the ball, over the top, and then pull it back, pushing it one way and then back in the other, kind of like in a C or a half circle motion. Okay, so get that down. Once you get that down, you're gonna learn how to do it between the legs. So if that ball's in the right hand, you're gonna go under the right leg and back to the right hand. And the tip I can give you is to tap just above your knee on the inside of your leg. Kind of slap it with your hand. Then you know where the ball is gonna end up on a consistent basis. You don't have to look at the basketball because you're gonna know where it's gonna end up. By tapping that leg in the same spot every time, you'll get the feel for where the ball is gonna end up, and you can do it more effectively and with more control. From there, instead of now, once you have that down, instead of getting it with the right hand, you're gonna come across with the opposite hand and sham god, pulling it through. And you may need to pull this leg back that you just went through to give yourself room to do the sham god. Okay? If you're really good, you can do it without pulling that leg back. But again, great way to also work on your footwork by incorporating pulling that foot back. So all you're doing is coming with that opposite hand over the top of the ball, pulling it back into V-like motion. So once you get that all perfected, make sure you have that down, you're ready to go into the full combo. The full combo, this is gonna break one of your basic rules of basketball. You're gonna spin towards your defender like this. Now that's not something you're gonna wanna do in an actual basketball game, so it's kind of a dangerous move. So what you wanna make sure you're doing is keeping the ball tight as you're spinning here to not put the ball out too far in front by the defender. So keep the ball in tight, turn 180 degrees. So if the right hand has the ball, right foot comes forward, and you're gonna do that inside out between the legs. Okay? So just get that down, get the feel for that. You know, you can even get repetitions in like that. And then from there, what you're gonna do is add in that sham god, except instead of sham godding and keeping your body position like this and coming and get the ball, when you sham god, you're gonna spin with your left leg forward. So your left hand's gonna have the ball pulling it back, your left leg's gonna spin back forward, okay? So you're gonna spin, boom, boom. Again, difficult on the footwork end of things. You're spinning with right leg forward, then left leg forward. So you're spinning halfway this way, and instead of completing the spin this way, you're gonna spin back the other way, 180 degrees back the other way. So you're not doing a full 360 spin. You're spinning one way and pivoting back the other way. So together, it's gonna look like this. Okay? And then notice when I do that second spin, this foot comes tight. It's not a big, you know, it's not a big pivot. It's more of a tight pivot. Because when you turn, when you're doing the sham god and turning, it's gonna end up, instead of being a sham god, it's gonna be kind of a behind the back. So by doing that, you're spinning the opposite way of where the ball is gonna end up. So if you take too big of a pivot this way, the ball is gonna be out of your reach. So you wanna make that second pivot tight, okay? So boom, sham god, but as you're spinning, it's gonna turn it into a behind the back. So basically, you're almost kind of barely pushing the ball this way and letting your body do most of the movement and just slightly pushing the ball as you're spinning back. And then from there, you can finish it however you want. In the Name This Move video that I originally posted, I ended up with another sham guy. Again, hand coming over the top of the ball. Whichever hand just did that behind the back / sham god dribble is gonna be the same hand that's gonna do that last sham god. So it'll be like right hand, left hand, left hand. Or if you're doing it the other way, it'd be left hand, or left hand, right hand, right hand. So, all together, spinning, right hand, right foot forward, inside out between the legs, opposite hand sham god, but kind of ending up being a behind the back because your other foot's gonna spin forward this time. Reverse 180, and then a sham god dribble. All together, it's kind of confusing, but once again, make sure you just break it down step by step, get the footwork down for it, and the ball control down for it. Once again, very challenging drill, or move, whatever you want to use it as. But definitely, if you can get it down, you can say you have some pretty sick handles. So one more time, here's what it's gonna look like a little bit more full speed for you. That is the Vertigo move. Once again, shout out to Vaclav Valvoda for the sick name, really cool name. But if you guys want to see more of these Name These Moves and have a chance to win, make sure you're following me on Instagram. You can click the link right here, or just use the username right there. That's where you can follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting all of these Name This Move videos where you have a chance to win with the best name and get a shout out in one of these videos on Instagram. I'll put most of them also on YouTube, but for sure they'll always be on Instagram. There'll be some that'll be on Instagram only, so make sure you're following me there. If you thought this was a sick move and you learned a lot of, about footwork and ball control and just how to do a crazy move, make sure you give me a thumbs up for this video. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's the best way to catch all the newest Name This Move videos, tutorials, tips, all the other basketball information we're coming out with on this channel. Also, leave a comment down below if you have any ideas for moves that you've never seen anyone do before that are really hard and maybe you can't quite do and you'd like for me to give it a try. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'll try any move ideas you got and try to, see what I can do to make it as close as I can to what I'm thinking you're talking about when you leave the comment. So leave a comment with any move ideas you have as far as, some crazy dribbling move or any type of freestyle basketball move you have, and I'll try to, make a move for it, put it out, do another Name This Move video, and you guys can name it. And finally, if you haven't, make sure you head over to gethandles.com, click right here. There's a free ball handling workout and guide for you there for fundamental basketball, as far as improving your overall ball handling ability and your overall game, scoring more points, getting more assists, all that stuff. It's absolutely free. You just pop in your email and I will send that out to you for free. And then also, if you want to learn more like Streetball and Freestyle type tricks and more of the flashy type stuff, again, that'll also help you in your fundamental game as long as you realize there's a difference and not try to pull it off in the game. Click right here. I got a free building blocks of freestyle. A lot of people always ask me, what are the basics of freestyle? Building blocks of freestyle, you can get that right there for free. That's exactly what the basics of freestyle are. It'll give you a lot of ideas as far as moves you can come up with, combinations, being creative, and just everything you need to know to become a great flow freestyler. And again, that's free. You just gotta pop in your email. And there's also an exclusive tutorial there for you, 100% free, once again. It's a tutorial that's not on YouTube for a sick little combo, for a little elbow bot arm roll combo. Once again, Coach Jesse Minch, also known as Snake here. Thanks for watching the video and stay tuned for more.